I want to hear what you really feel outrageous about and you want to make some noise about.
All right. You know, and I guess this is something I'm going to go back to, and I'm going to keep going back to it over and over again, Bronson, and that's that it's the way the city has abandoned its young people over the course of at least the last decade, if not earlier.
The outrage of people in the city really is, to me, it's pick your flavor of the day. There are so many things in this city that everyone should be outraged about. It's hard to pick just one.
I will maintain steadfastly throughout this entire campaign, if we had had a comprehensive strategy for our young people, particularly the young teens or older teens, young adults, our murder rate would be half of what it is right now.
I'm not going to sit there and promise you anything. I'm going to tell you I'm going to keep doing what I've done for 13 years.
I think there is a lot of discontent in the district, and I think what people want to hear about are what are the people that are running going to do about it.
You're exactly right. Every single problem in the city, crime, we'll say, with ordinary people, not with who's in office, starts with drugs. Starts with drugs and many times ends with drugs.
The Able Foundation published a study you can still find on the internet a few years ago that said if we added a 1 cent, a 1 penny tax on every dollar of alcohol sales in this state, we would have treatment on demand, full treatment on demand within 5 years. The lobbyists for the alcohol industry and the distributors came out there, and that sucker never even made the floor of the General Assembly. There's several things that we could talk about as far as crime and economic development and other things. I keep coming back to young people. You have to walk through these neighborhoods to know it. Just an absolute lack. Kids are hanging out in our campaign office in Westport, which is not a very exciting place. And if there's that many kids in there, there's a problem in the neighborhood. No rec center in Westport. No rec center in Mount Winings.
I don't know where you're getting all your numbers and your figures from, but in the 10th district, no one can tell me that a rec center's been closed.
School buildings dumped, grown over.
The only center that was closed down was in Westport, which was a community center, which was funding from HABC. That was about 2 years ago.
Kids standing in the streets with nothing to do. Starting fights. You have problems in the schools. We have abandoned our kids by not having a real vision. We build or we open rec centers, then we close them. We can't afford the programs that go in them.
There is a vision. I'm not going to sit here and mislead anyone with a statement of a vision in the future.
Right now, the Safe and Sound campaign, I don't know if any of you are on the list, are sending 2 or 3 emails a day to the mayor begging for the additional $500,000 to provide the final slots for 700 kids in after-school programs. It's been 3 months. It's $500,000. They can take 700 kids off the streets and give them something positive to do, and we can't even do that. I was in Cherry Hill the other day talking to a family that was asking me why their young teenager was arrested every other day for trespassing in their own front yard. We're not going to have to worry about it again. He was shot and killed last week.
Times 9 districts, there's less than 200 people in this entire city at any given hour of any given day that's there to come and serve and protect you in the event that you need them. 200 people in a city of 600,000 people. Why do we have murders? Why do we have crime? Because our police officers, we don't need more police officers. We need our police officers to be used in better positions, in better roles. We need to let our police department run itself.
So the money is there to hire more police officers.
That's what we're dealing with. So I'm not going to get up and scream and yell here, Bronson, but I feel it. It's what I've lived my life for the last 10 years, and it's why I'm running.